Hey everybody, it's me, Zach, this is Judy, and welcome back to our channel. Hey everybody, how are you doing? I hope you had a wonderful Halloween weekend. It was quite eventful for me. I was very busy, living my best life. It was great, wonderful, whoever, whatever. If you want to see a picture of me and Noel in our Halloween costumes, I posted one on Instagram. Go check it out. That's not why we're here today. Today, I have two things I want to talk about. It's gonna kind of be a little bit of a long video because the first thing we're gonna talk about is Becky's response video now to the GoFundMe. So in last week's video on Monday that I posted, I talked about Becky and how they talked about the whole GoFundMe situation on a community tab post and how people were upset with that. And I also am going to react to this week's Amberlynn Read weekly vlog, which is a little bit longer than they've slowly been getting a little bit longer. I think this one is like 14 minutes or something. So we're gonna do both. I'll leave timestamps in case you want to skip around. I'm trying to get better about that with some things because there's always people like reaction starts at whoever, whatever, and I appreciate that some of you just want to see my goofy faces in response to whatever I'm watching. But I do think that talking a little bit about the Becky GoFundMe situation type of deal would be helpful, especially since I already covered it last week, or at least covered it a little bit. Let's talk about it. One, I did bring up some Discord drama that happened in Becky's Discord last week. At the time that I filmed that, the only thing that I had seen from Becky about it was some comments on their Instagram saying that they didn't have access to the Discord, they weren't sure what was happening, whoever, whatever. And so at that time, I was just like, it sounds like Becky doesn't even know what's going on with this. I understand that there's way more to it now, okay? A lot has transpired even since I filmed that video. I'm not gonna go into all the details. This isn't me writing off that drama or anything. It's just that I don't have the full information about it. I don't care to go read more about it. But if you're interested in that, I know that there are several channels that have covered that drama, so go check that out. The second thing I'm gonna say is I'm probably not gonna cover every single point Becky made in this video. It was actually kind of a very long apology video, and Becky kind of drifted in and out of multiple different subjects at different points at different times and covering like their response, their apology, their whoever, whatever, okay? I might miss something, but I'm gonna mostly comment on what I thought was interesting or important or necessary, especially as it relates to Amberlynn, because I find a lot of that stuff to be very interesting. Please note that I probably am not gonna get to everything. Now, overall, I don't think it's really my apology to accept from Becky, okay? Let me just be clear in saying that. One, I didn't donate to the GoFundMe. I didn't ever really talk about the GoFundMe until Becky's really piss poor apology came out, and I just like in general didn't care to begin with that Becky was doing a GoFundMe, because really my philosophy at this point on GoFundMes is that like if you want to donate to one, you're doing it in good faith that it's being used correctly. Even though I know GoFundMe has its own rules about what is and isn't allowed, my thoughts are if you're donating to, especially to a stranger that you've never met in real life online, to a GoFundMe, you're kind of like taking your own chance. But again, that's not to say that I don't understand why people are upset. I 100% understand why people are upset, okay? I got that. I feel ya. You are heard by Zachary Michael. What I will say about this most recent like video apology is that I think if Becky had responded this way to begin with, they probably wouldn't be in the situation that they currently are in. You know what I'm saying? Like, there were a lot of things that they said and the way that they delivered them on video that felt way more sincere, genuine, and I don't know, helpful than Becky's initial response on the community tab post. However, I think that because that community tab post came first, a lot of people are looking at this apology now as like being insincere anyways, and they are saying like, oh, Becky's only doing this because Becky was losing subscribers, because people are upset, whoever, whatever. But I think if Becky would have started with this video, I think there would probably have been more understanding than what initially happened. Outside of that though, to me, on both sides of this like Amberlynn, Becky breakup money situation type of deal, it's just a mess. It's absurd, actually. I spent a lot of time on Friday night tweeting about specific things on this, so if you missed that on Twitter, I mean, all the tweets are still there. You can go look at them. And lots of people felt strongly in several different ways. A lot of people thought maybe I was being unfair to Becky, and some people thought I was being unfair to Amberlynn, which I find interesting, how I can say one thing and there's people on both sides that think I'm being unfair to Becky or Amberlynn, when in reality, I think that both of their involvement in all of this is just absurd. I mean, if we just look at Becky, okay, let's focus on Becky first. If you just look at Becky, prior to this breakup, Becky sent in multiple live streams multiple times when people would ask, like, Becky, do you have a job outside of YouTube? Like, what are you doing? What's going on? Becky would just say repeatedly, like, yes, I have a lot of things going on. Just because I'm not telling you about them or just because we're not talking about it on YouTube doesn't mean that I'm not, like, working and doing all of these things, okay? Who knows what those things were? I think probably, just using my own speculation, I would guess Uber Eats and her commissions, okay? I would guess those two things. But Becky was trying to make it sound like I'm securing my own bag over here without Amberlynn, okay? But on top of that, both Amberlynn and Becky wanted us to believe that Amberlynn was giving Becky like half of the profit from live streaming, okay? And Becky does cover that in the apology video. I'll leave the apology video linked in the description box below just in case, you know, I don't feel like I don't feel like going and clipping it and putting it in this video. But Becky does cover that in the apology video, saying like, yes, Amberlynn was paying me for participating in the live streams, but a lot of that was like going to directly to like rent and bills, and I only somehow got like $300. Or something like that. I'm paraphrasing what Becky said. And I had to say, that doesn't, like, listen, you want me to get out the calculator? You want me to get out the calculator? That shit's not adding up. I just gotta be honest with you. Now, I mean, it's really hard to say how much Amberlynn made without fully seeing all of Amberlynn's analytics and whoever, whatever. But if you just think about how much Amberlynn, first of all, has told us in the past, and now this has been a few years since Amberlynn has like publicly said that she made $10,000 a month or something like that. That's been a while, okay? So I would assume, you know, that's probably increased a little bit. But if we just go off of that, then shit's really not adding up. But let's just focus on the live streams, because that's what Amberlynn was allegedly like splitting with Amberlynn, because as you recall, Amberlynn couldn't do a live stream without Becky being there and made Becky be there even post breakup, right? Which is weird, because apparently now Amberlynn has no problem live streaming completely on her own, but that's neither here nor there. If you just look at those live streams, I would guess based on the number of views that Amberlynn gets on those live streams, that even without super chats, okay, even without super chats, I would guess, and again, this is a guess, but I would guess she makes probably somewhere like $900 to $1,000 per live stream. So if you are thinking about how she's doing that twice a week for a whole month, because you get paid monthly by YouTube, okay? If you think about how she's doing that twice a week for a whole month, then easily just on live stream, she's probably making $8,000. And then I also did see a comment on Becky's video that said something about in the Discord, it was revealed that Amberlynn made $8,000. So I feel like, I don't know what the truth of that comment was, but just like me guesstimating, okay, guesstimating based on how much I would guess that YouTube is paying her, she probably made $8,000 a month in just live streams, okay? So tell me how half of that would be $4,000. Tell me how Becky's half of rent, utilities, whoever, whatever, costs $4,000. Like that shit is not adding up. I live in Chicago, and if you add up my rent and my utilities and my everything alone, if I'm just paying that on my own, That's not $4,000. If I'm paying that for me and Noel, that's not $4,000. You live in Kentucky, girl. Like, what? But honestly, though, I think the bigger gag for me is probably just Amberlynn in general. Especially considering how many times while Amberlynn was dating Becky, Amberlynn helped pay for things for Destiny and Dana, like their rent, but also we saw her do like toiletry hauls for them where she bought them toiletries, which I think is great. I think it's great to help out friends, but then you're telling me you'll help out that particular ex, but in Becky like transitioning to live on their own, you can't do anything to help with that? Like, that part doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But please remember, Amberlynn wants us to believe she's such a giving person. She cares about her friends, whoever, whatever. We already did the calculator bit once, but it's not adding up to me. But the pettiest part of it all, which I spent the majority of my time on Friday night, well, I went to a party Friday. I wasn't just sitting around tweeting about Amberlynn, but prior to going to the party, I spent a lot of time tweeting about this Netflix streaming services, whoever, whatever situation, and that's just so petty to me, okay? Because first of all, I don't know about y'all, but I personally know of a lot of people who share their subscriptions and streaming services with people, especially because those things have family plans, and a lot of us like don't have, like, I mean, me and Noel, like we don't have, it's just, we are the family. So like, yeah, it would make sense for us to go and have family plans with a group of friends, whoever, whatever. That part doesn't make sense to me. Like, why are you being so hung up on that? Okay, when lots of people just share with people for kicks and giggles anyways. But okay, let's say that Amberlynn really doesn't want to share. Amberlynn really doesn't want to share with Becky anymore. That's fine. That's okay. I feel that. I can see that. It makes sense to me. So change your password. Change your password. Like what? And then if you're Becky, why do you keep paying it? Why do you keep it? What is Amberlynn gonna do to you if you don't pay your half of the Netflix subscription? What is Amberlynn gonna do? You think Amberlynn's gonna get in a car and go down to the small claims court and sue you for $8 for a month's worth of Netflix? What? But in all seriousness, the reason I think it's so petty is that Amberlynn spends all kinds of money on these expensive Lego sets, all kinds of money. Like, this is a woman who we have seen purchase one ugly bag, one ugly purse, and 4 different colors just because she couldn't make up her mind on which color she liked the best, so she got all of them. She frequently spends her money so frivolously that it is just so absurd to me that her hang-up is half a month's worth of a Netflix subscription, of an HBO Max subscription, of a Hulu subscription. Like, move on. You're probably gonna keep paying for those things anyways. Change your password so Becky can't use it anymore. And on top of all that, we're getting ready to react to Amberlynn doing a Torrid clothing haul. So here we are. Overall, I think the whole situation between both of them is absurd. I think Becky has been very fortunate to not have to work a traditional job for a long time, and now Becky's finding out that they have to find a way to make things work on their own. I hope that they do. I'm glad that they got out of a situation with Amberlynn that they weren't happy in. Love that, but it's time to go. And I just think Amberlynn is not the empath and caring person that she claims to be, which big surprise to, I'm sure, all of you. I'm sure all of you. So now that that part's all done, let's get into this reaction. All right, like I mentioned earlier, the video is called Torrid Try-On Haul. It's her 5th weekly vlog that she's done since she started vlogging again, and it's 14.5 minutes long. Quite a bit longer than what we're used to, at least in recent history, So let's get to.
Hey guys, welcome to weekly vlog 5.
Okay, all right.
So I am actually about to straighten my hair, so we're gonna do a little before and after moment.
Oh yes, we got the we got the wavy hair, so let's get it straightened.
Some of you won't notice the difference, but I know I sure do. So here is before and after.
Wow.
I feel like my hair looks so much better.
It looks so much shinier now too.
I have a mirror right here because I'm able to look in the mirror in front of me and I'm able to see the back to see if I straighten. Outfit of the day moment. I am actually wearing a shirt. Be proud. You guys know I'm always wearing a dress.
Oh, I was like, are we giving out applause for wearing a shirt? This is news to me, but true. Yeah, she usually wears dresses as like a shirt moment situation type of deal. I was just like, girl, I woke up and I put on a shirt today. Y'all gonna give me the applause?
I'm wearing a shirt. I noticed with the weight loss, I'm able to wear things that I haven't been able to wear.
I love that for you.
I think I won this shirt for a video, but I only showed the top part, but the bottom part did not fit, and now it does, so I'm very proud of that.
I do also like that shirt for what it's worth. You're going to get fashion critique judge on Project Runway, Zachary Michael, today, since we're reviewing the Torrid try-on haul, the fashion.
Well, I have been drinking coffee lately. I don't have much. I'm just trying to do a little bit every morning.
I find this to be so interesting that she's including this because so many people are like, oh, Amberlynn's never really drank coffee before. Why does she have creamer? Wifey must be there. But now we're finding out, oh, she likes the coffee. This is giving me big
coffee. I got these.
This is giving me big energy of like all of the Dollar Tree moms that I watch. Like every time they do a vlog, they always start off their vlogs making a pot of coffee. I'm like, I don't know that I care. Honestly, much love to all of the Dollar Tree divas out there, but I surely don't know if I care. And I don't know if I care in this situation either.
Off of Amazon, they're so cute. You can write what it is. And it comes with like an eraser so you can change it up.
Wow.
1 scoop. 2 scoop.
Okay. Those are cute containers, I guess. Those are kind of cute.
Creamer I use is coconut cream. It is so good.
Okay.
A little Hunt a Killer mug.
Girl, that's a Moscow Mule mug. Those are for Moscow Mules. I feel like that's gonna be so hot. That hot coffee in that tin cup. Like, what are we doing here?
So a lot of you have been saying that Twinkie looks like she lost weight.
Twinkie! Oh my, the little skeleton bone costume is so cute. I don't dress up my pets because honestly, they couldn't be bothered, but Twinkie is really cute here.
She has her highest weight, 17.8. So we're gonna go weigh her. Stay, baby girl. She's a good listener. She weighs 14.2.
Wow.
Good job with your weight.
Love this for you, Twonk.
Good job, baby.
Love this for you.
Oh,
Twonk.
Good girl.
Oh.
Candle of the day.
Twonk is so sweet. I love her.
Grocery haul. This desk will soon be in the trash. I'm so excited. I miss my hallway.
Why not donate it? That looks like a perfectly fine desk. Why are we throwing that out? But also, that's not even really why I paused. Really, the reason why I paused was her going like this with all of her groceries. Grocery haul. It just seemed like a weird, odd way to introduce a grocery haul, honestly.
I love a grocery haul just as much as I do, so let's get to it. We got some hamburger buns because I will be making chicken burgers, which for that I also got some lettuce and a red onion because I do like onion on my burgers.
You know what?
Also some spicy brown mustard.
Okay.
I would love to condiments too much, but I figured I'd use a little bit of that.
I would love to see you actually make this. Like, will you show us that? Is that going to happen in this vlog? Because I'm here for it if it is.
Some fresh broccoli. I have been trying to find Tapatio for some reason. Like everywhere has been out. I finally got
we're back, baby.
I'm so excited.
Back.
Some Costco spaghetti sauce. Some coffee. And I think that's it. So this is the newest addition.
Okay, first of all, that is one meal's worth of a grocery haul. Listen, I love Instacart. I know she says she's used Instacart in the past. I use Instacart, but I don't understand the concept of like buying a meal's worth of food at a time. That doesn't really make much sense to me. But now she showed us more Legos, which I think some people think that I'm like just particularly hard on her, or people that like Legos in general. No. Listen, love whatever hobby you participate in, that you like, that you enjoy, okay? I love that for you. I know people in my real life who also are very interested in Legos. Not a problem with me whatsoever, to be clear. And just like, it's not something that lives in like what my fantasy of what Amberlynn's reality is. Like it just makes no sense. And that's mostly because Amberlynn, if you haven't been watching for a long time, frequently just brings out interests that she's allegedly had forever, seemingly out of nowhere, okay? And so that's why the continued obsession with Legos is just so weird to me, because like, I don't know what particular part of like Amberlynn's interest this intrigues, but listen, if she's happy, I'm happy. Also though, y'all, you couldn't pay for Becky's Netflix. You couldn't pay for Becky's Netflix, but we got this ship in a bottle Lego set. I'm just saying.
To my Lego obsession, I have a ship.
It is cute.
In a bottle.
I do like it.
So cute. It doesn't really go with my decor, but I'm gonna leave it here for a little bit.
Okay. Oh, music. We're doing the dishes. We're doing the dishes. Ow. Dishes.
I just did my live stream, and I want to give a shout out to Lucy Whipple.
Shout
Love
out.
you being around. Spicy Jamocha. Love you. And let's do one more shout out to Lucas.
Wow.
I will make a self-help book and call it Put on a Lip Plumper and Calm Down. All right, you guys.
Way to call out all 3 of the 10 people in your live stream chats.
Let's make pumpkin seeds. So what you're gonna need.
Oh, wow.
Pumpkins,
We're doing this.
Garlic salt, black pepper, a knife, a strainer.
The way she was holding that knife.
Aluminum foil. Roll your sleeves up. You're also gonna need your hands.
Oh! What them hands do. What are you gonna do with those hands, girl? But also, love a cooking moment. I feel like I've been asking for this, and my request has been heard.
Oh my god, what if I cut my fingers off?
Oh my god. Not the knife again, girl.
Bam.
Not the knife. Why did she... Oh, I guess she's not carving it. She's literally just getting the seeds from these pumpkins. She's not carving them or making them look cute or anything.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You could use a spoon if you wanted.
Put it all on a plate here.
Okay.
Alright, going into the next.
Ooh, get in there. I feel like if you're gonna cut them so weird anyways, like why not cut them up more to make this easier for you? But this is great.
I'm gonna do
living for this.
Just take out these pumpkin strings. Get your strainer. You're gonna want to rinse this in cold water. So I'm gonna pour them on this towel.
I'm so shook.
To dry them a bit.
This feels like beyond what I would expect from an Amberlynn recipe moment situation.
I'm just gonna pat them down.
Like, did she Google this?
I put mine at 400.
Did she Pinterest this?
Down on your baking sheet.
I only say that because it takes so much more knowledge about, I don't know, any kind of cooking thing than what we're used to her seeing. Like, we're used to just seeing her throw stuff in a pot and call it soup. But, like, she's actually, you know, at some point had to figure out, like, what the appropriate temperature to cook pumpkin seeds at is, how to clean pumpkin seeds, how to whoever, whatever. Like, this is... Listen, I'm ready to give credit. I'm ready to... Y'all think I'm just a hating-ass bitch all the time, but I'm happy to give credit.
You're gonna want just a small bit of oil, your garlic salt.
Okay, come on, garlic salt.
Pepper.
Of course. Of course.
And then
the only 2 seasonings besides Mrs. Dash that Amberlynn really knows.
You're getting your hands
No salt though?
Y'all, I am so dumb. She obviously said garlic salt, and for some reason I also repeated garlic salt back after she said garlic salt, but in my head I thought she said garlic powder. So yes, I'm going to talk about salt even more after this part of the clip. But now listening back while I'm editing, I'm clearly dumb.
We don't want any salt?
Mix it all up. So once it's mixed,
I feel like a little salt would be good.
Just layer it out evenly.
Wow, Chef Lynn! Okay. Okay, Chef Lynn.
You guys, I wanted to try them so bad, but I waited till they cooled down a little bit.
Well, that's probably a good idea.
How good they look. All right, here we go.
Wow.
I did that. Chef Boyardee.
Okay, don't get too proud of yourself. Also, this editing is so weird. When she's eating a situation type of deal. I did watch her What I Eat in a Day this week, and she did a lot of this, like especially with the pickles at the end. She was like, it was just like this editing where she only showed her taking the bites. Very interesting editing style, choice, direction.
They're so good. The olive oil is what makes them crispy, which is what I prefer.
Okay. Did you put salt on them though?
So we have a torrid haul. I haven't done one in a hot minute. We have 1 bag, 2 bags, so let's get into it. So I got some underwear. They're like lace plaid underwear. They're actually super cute.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I didn't realize it was that expensive.
Of course you didn't. Of course you didn't, because you go onto Torrid's website and you black out and just buy whatever, whoever. Of course you didn't realize it was that expensive. Like, must be nice to just put whatever you want in your cart and pay for it. And also not pay for Becky's Netflix.
This is a dress, obviously. It has like these really pretty sequin fringe
I do love the
moments
sequin fringe
and
moment.
a sheer top part to it.
Are you going, is this going to be one of those Torrid hauls though where she just shows us what she got and doesn't try it on? Because I love to watch a clothing haul, but I also like to see it like tried on to see like how it looks, if it's flattering, if they feel comfortable in it. So I know I'm about to be disappointed. Let me be clear. I know I'm about to be disappointed.
The price of Torrid is sometimes frightening. Another dress, very faux leather in the front.
Where would you imagine Amberlynn wearing this? Because both of these 2 dresses seem like I'm going out to the club or a nice event kind of dresses, and I know we haven't seen Amberlynn go anywhere but her house in a while. Like, where are you wearing these 2? Because that's also another important thing when you're doing a haul, is like you usually have somewhere in mind that you're gonna wear whatever the item is. I'm curious where you think you're going in this.
It's hard to describe these dresses. You guys will just have to see them on me. So I'm not really into floral.
Oh, we'll just have to see them on. So you're gonna try them on.
Did see this on the model, and I thought it looked really good on them. So this is obviously another dress.
Okay, that's more cash.
I'm not sure if I like it. Maybe with
I like
choker. I don't really know. We'll see.
What do you mean maybe with a choker? You're always wearing a choker.
See what it looks like on. So this is the last thing. Another dress, and it is lace throughout the whole thing. The lighting here is so bad.
I liked the floral one and the sparkly one.
For y'all.
Oh, come on, try on. Yes. That seems like something she would normally wear. This I'm like, where are you wearing this to? This is not a casual, you just wear this around the house moment. And I like the dress as a concept. I don't know if I like it on her. Again, this is fashion critic, Project Runway judge Zachary Michael coming out. This is just my opinion. At the end of the day, as long as she likes what she's wearing, then I love that for her. But listen, I'm trying to be Christian Siriano here. Hey. Yes, sparkles. I do like that. I do like that. And I think it looks nice on her. Yes. Yes. I could see, listen, I don't hate it. And I could see why she might be skeptical about it. But it also doesn't look too far out of what she typically wears anyways.
All right, you guys. So it is time for me to do my makeup for the day.
Wait, all right. I want your final thoughts. Did you like those dresses? Are you keeping them? Are you donating them to somebody who's not Dana? What are we doing with the dresses?
So here is before, after.
Editing Lynn!
Thursday, so I have my live stream tonight, which I'm super excited about. Live streams have been going so good. I've just
love that for you.
Been enjoying them.
They've been so dry and boring, girl, but I love that you're enjoying them. That's, I suppose, what matters.
I'm actually just sitting here and I'm thinking about my weight loss and just like honestly, thoroughly like how proud I am.
Good.
I'm finally doing this.
Good.
I know a lot of people think I keep throwing shade at my ex, but that's definitely not the case.
Oh.
We both gained weight in that relationship, and I think it's just there were some toxic moments in our relationship.
I find it so interesting because Becky did this in their apology GoFundMe video too, but it's so weird to me that they keep referring to each other as my ex, like we don't all know who they're talking about. Like, I get the idea of like, hey, we're not going to talk about each other on video anymore, but like clearly y'all are still talking about each other on video. Like, we're not dumb. We can connect the dots, okay?
And the moments were always about health. It was a lot of gaining weight and just like both of our healths weren't the greatest thing in the world.
Sure.
Sometimes you get into a relationship with someone where it's just kind of bad for you in certain ways, and it was just bad for us in that way. That's literally all it is. I'm not blaming her. I'm not blaming me. It was just like us as a unit.
Yeah, if you don't know, because I didn't react to this video on my channel, she did make a video talking about how she's lost so much weight since breaking up with Becky, about how proud she is of like coming out of that relationship and like being able to work on herself. And a lot of people did interpret that as her shading Becky. I kind of at first got that feeling too, but I do see what she's saying. It's just like, you know, that was like a whole different, like there was clearly probably a lot going on in that relationship. I mean, I think we can probably tell that now on both sides, that there was just a lot going on between them. And it certainly is, I mean, at a minimum, she's in a new stage of her life. So like, it is possible that since then she's been able to focus on herself in ways that she did not previously. I don't know. I see why people think it's shade. I also understand what she's saying.
Moral of the story, like, she didn't put the food in my mouth. I put it in my own mouth. Sometimes going through a breakup, you just realize more so, like, what you want in life.
Sure.
Because, like, when I was with my ex, like, I felt like I was stuck.
I want you to just say, Becky, please don't act like we're stupid and we don't know who you're talking about.
I'm not saying it was her fault. I think if you guys have been in that type of relationship, then you understand. And if you haven't been in that type of relationship, I think it's just not okay for you to judge the way that I think or the way that I feel, because you guys weren't in a relationship.
Sure.
I'm just making a lot of improvements in my life.
Good.
And I've been watching some old videos, and you know,
oh my gosh,
I'm
this
still
old clip.
morbidly obese.
This old clip from the Eric and Ricky townhouse.
I still have a big face. I just noticed a difference, and it's really motivating to me watching my own transformation. So I hope that I'm inspiring others as well. And honestly,
well, again, I think I've said this like throughout the time of ever watching Amberlynn. Like, I'm glad that she's feeling inspired and motivated right now. But the second she starts thinking about like, I've got to motivate other people, I got to inspire other people, I want to inspire other people, I feel like that's where things start to go downhill for her. So my message to you, Amberlynn, is like, it seems like you're doing great just focusing on you. And so let's not worry about like inspiring your audience or whoever, whatever. Like, just keep doing you. Just keep doing you, because that's what's important. You gotta commit to yourself before you commit to anybody else. Oh, so she kept this dress. Man.
Y'all just fell in the sink. Okay, guys, so I have 2 packages from Amazon.
It's so funny that she like kept that in there. Like, I don't know what the point of that was, but okay. Yes. Okay, editing. This is the vlogging that you are super proud of that you have been doing. Love that for you.
Show you, because why not? So I've been doing a lot of journaling. So much journaling that my pen that I usually use completely ran out of ink.
So we had to
never happened before.
So we had to buy new pens, new journals.
New pens to try.
New pens, new
black, but they also
new pens, new journals, but no Netflix for Becky.
With blue, but I heard that these are really good. It's liquid gel pen, and then these had a really high rating on Amazon. It's liquid roller pen. If you like journaling, try out the
new pens.
And then,
yes.
Since I've been drinking coffee, I decided to get
coffee lead.
Look how freaking cute. And it came with 6 of them. Love the aesthetic. I'm actually about to have some coffee.
Love
now.
it.
For creamer,
Love
I'm
it.
using caramel macchiato.
Love that we're getting coffee, Lynn. And also her saying aesthetic just made me remember that she had such a weird issue with me finding it weird that she would refer to Becky as being aesthetically pleasing when, like, for me, in my mind, things that are aesthetically pleasing are usually things like decor, housewares, a room, etc. And I love that she's now using it for her cups. Like, both these cups and Becky are aesthetically pleasing. Okay, cream? Come on, cream? Come on, coffee? Our little girl's growing up.
I love coffee now. Who literally would have thought?
Who would've?
That I'd be a coffee queen.
Well, queen is an interesting choice of words, but also interesting to me is that now all of a sudden you do love coffee so much after people for a couple weeks now have been wondering why there is creamer at all in your fridge. Also, don't mind Poe's little click-clack-moo dogs that walk noises that he's making, okay?
So a few things I want to show you guys. So a girl reached out to me, this was a few weeks ago, she wanted to make me a cup, and I said heck yes.
Oh! This cup, people have been requesting to see this cup for forever. And the live streams, they're like, please show us the cup you were sent. Please show us the cup you were sent. Here we go.
It says Stream Queen on it.
Okay, Stream Queen.
Surprised me by putting that on there. So in the description down below, I'm going to put where you guys can find her on Facebook and Instagram. You can shake it.
Oh.
And all
that is a cute tumbler.
I'm obsessed with it.
That is cute.
I just didn't want to show it until she gave me her shop name, and she finally did. Next thing I want to show you guys is my recent completed Lego that I did that I actually finished.
We get 2 Lego sets in one vlog. Get the fuck out.
Finished last night. It is the Statue of Liberty.
Oh my god.
It was actually really fun to do. This is what it looks
I'm just like, I assume these things gotta take a real long time to do. So like, I feel like this is consuming all of her time when she's not vlogging or live streaming, because I can't imagine. Well, I mean, somebody said that the Mario one takes like at least a week or more to do, and these are all pretty intricate and complicated. I can't imagine that she's not spending a ton of time doing this, which again, like what you like, do what you do. It's just very surprising to me. I just don't understand it, but I love that for you.
And I had a new Lego delivered today, so
three Lego sets in one video. Wow, and Becky still can't have Netflix.
I love Harry Potter and I love Legos, so put them both together. A lot of people think that Legos are just for children. They're truly not.
True.
Really for 18
it's
plus.
true.
But it doesn't even matter. If I wanted to do Legos that were meant for a 2-year-old, then I'm gonna do it.
It's true. Also, wait, were those doors closing in the background? Wait. I want to be Nancy Drew right now, but I thought I heard a door close.
If I wanted to do Legos that were meant for a 2-year-old, then I'm gonna do it.
That was a door closing. That was a... Wifey? Wifey? You there? You there, wifey?
I promise you guys, this is not a Lego channel. These vlogs are just about my life.
Okay, but
I just wanted to show you.
You could, if your life is Legos, then show us that then. You only ever show us the completed version. I think, how fun, and somebody said this in my comments before, but I know I've also said this in a video, and I'm sure a lot of y'all have had this thought too, but like, why not put together some Legos on a stream while you're sitting there talking to people? Like, That's one way to level up your boring live streams. Let's be real.
Look how thick this book is.
Ooh, what do you know about a thick book?
So many instructions. This is gonna be just so joyful and therapeutic.
Love that.
Hey guys.
Oh, come on, Ariana Pony. Come on, Ariana Pony.
So it is that time. We are at the end of a vlog.
Comment of the day.
So that means we're gonna choose comment of the day. So today's comment of the day is from Serena McCarthy. They said, don't think we haven't noticed you standing instead of sitting in most of these
And
videos.
check that out.
Wink face, heart emoji. Yes, I am standing and I'm loving it.
Standing queen. Nobody's standing like Amberlynn is.
It feels really good to just stand here and talk to you guys without feeling like I'm out of breath or like there's any sort of pain.
True. I love this little sweater moment she's got on too.
A little bit of exercising I'm doing. My stamina is like getting so much better.
Stamina
Anyways,
queen.
I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog and I will see you in my next one. Bye.
Bye. Oh yeah. Oh, Poe wants to dance. Poe wants to dance too. Wait, let's rewind just a little bit. You can come dance with me.
Enjoyed this vlog and I will see you in my next one. Bye.
Oh yeah. I appreciated that little vlog moment probably more than any of the vlog moments we've had so far. So, you know, maybe she is making improvements. I would say the bar's still pretty low. I think the highlight for me was probably the pumpkin seeds. Wasn't expecting to see her cook like that. Wish we could have seen some of the other things that she said she was gonna cook, like the chicken burgers or whatever. But, you know, we're getting there. We're getting there. Hope she continues to feel great about improvements that she's making. Hope that she continues to focus on like doing that stuff for her and not what she envisions being like an inspiration on YouTube, but I'm sure she'll figure it out as she goes. And you know, I hope she continues buying things and not paying for Becky's Netflix. What? I'm being stupid, by the way. Like, it's dumb, I know. I literally think that whole situation is so absurd. But anyways, that's all I have time for today. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did and it's your first time here on my channel, consider subscribing down below, hitting the bell button so you get notifications every single time I post a new video. Consider leaving a comment, hitting like, clicking share, and following me on all my social media, including Twitch. Would love to see you there. And I'll see you all next time. Bye!